Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we have got live tournament action coming at you right now on MLG's Metalopolis. We are in the round of 64, the very first round of tonight's tournament. Well, it's not just tonight's, it's this month's tournament. We are in Alt August. This is phenomenal stuff. Crusher here, a silver level player. Yeti, a Grand Master. So obviously in the first round, sometimes since it is random, some guys are going to come up against a tough individual, and that is the case here for Crusher. However, he has been really excited and wanted to have his match cast here tonight, and I think is fairly pleased with his opponent. It is going to be Protoss versus Terran. Crusher going to be spawning here at the 2 o'clock position as our purple Protoss, and Yeti, our Grandmaster, going to be spawning as orange Terran over here at the 8 o'clock. So cross positions here on MLG's Metalopolis, looking pretty solid. Now, Crusher going into this game. Uh-oh, I'm going to have to lower my settings. Let's do it real quick. We'll do it real quick since we are early in the game. Guess I can't have them on extreme. Let's do high. There we go. Not bad. You can probably not even tell the difference there. Sorry about that, but it's better to not lag the game. Yep, I'm fine. Thanks, Newgrass. Going to be a standard opener here from Crusher. He's putting his buildings here in the back of his base. Not going to be walling off or anything like that. He has not scouted quite yet, and we do just now have a scout cruising out of the main here for Yeti. He's going to be headed out across the map. Knows to not scout this top location here. Cannot spawn in those close positions on Metalopolis, the MLG version. Here comes the SCV. On patrol, not patrol, but he is definitely rallied around the map. Let's take a look at the build here for Yeti here for just a second. One gas, so looks like fairly standard timings thus far. Does have a single barracks out right now, and knows where his opponent's spawning. He is going to be going over here to get information. You can see here that Crusher did send his probe scout here, so he doesn't realize that on this map they cannot spawn in those close positions like that, so he did waste some time there. Here comes the scout from Yeti, is going to be cruising in here, does see a single gas, cybernetics core, and a gateway down here for Crusher. Nothing too crazy, obviously. Looks like fairly standard opener. He's probably going to be pretty pleased with what he sees. Do have a supply depot back there in the back. Just one gas, so this is probably not going to be a super heavy tech. Maybe going to be going for a Marine Marauder push or something like that here from Yeti, which can be very, very powerful against Protoss these days. We'll see what he's got in store for us. Crusher is going to be chrono boosting out his warp gate tech. I like this. It looks like he's doing a pretty decent job, and clearing out that scouting SCV. That is well done. And another chrono boost. There's a lot of energy on this Nexus. Needs to be utilizing all that energy. Super, super important. Especially if you want to take a game off of Yeti. Oh, look at this. We do have a factory. I thought that was 2 racks. But it indeed was a factory. My bad. Guess I clicked this building on accident. Tech lab here on the factory. And a starport. It looks as though he's going to be switching the starport here to this tech lab, so probably going to have some cloak banshees. He does have his double gas out. Looks like he will probably get cloak right away. Maintaining a little bit of map control. He does have this Marine out here taking the Zelnaga Tower. So a nice opener so far from Yeti. Let's take a look at APM. I know everybody's always kind of interested to see APM. Look at that. Yeti. I mean, I'm sure he knows how to move his mouse, but his average is only 65 at this point, so maybe he's just taking it a little bit easy. Another tech lab here, this factory producing tech labs like crazy. There is our first Banshee on the way. Probably going to see the cloak here fairly soon. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's take a look. It's only 100 gas there for that. So we'll probably see it before he gets his Banshees across the map. Got another Marine cruising out here. Going to be maintaining a little bit more map control, it looks like. And our first Banshee about to come out of the starport here. And a second right behind it. Now look at the difference here in the minerals and gas that these players have around. You can see that Crusher floating just a little bit more most of the time than his opponent, and especially in the gas area. So I mean, this is cool to see that Yeti really has got his spending under control. He always keeps those numbers extremely low, and this is one of those things that sets higher level players apart from the rest of us. And I do include myself in there. I am definitely not a higher level player. But I do like this. Crusher is trying to get a little bit aggressive here. Did end up getting 4 gates here. This is being scouted by this Marine. This Marine probably going to pick up a kill here. Before he gets sniped by probes. Good control there by Crusher. He did deal with that. I like that he didn't overreact or anything. And here comes the attack from Crusher. He does have a pretty substantial force here, but these tanks and this Banshee looking, 2 Banshees looking pretty scary here. No upgrades quite yet for the Banshees. 1 Banshee did go down, but both tanks living and this bunker complete. This is going to be extremely difficult to break. This opening here, this, what do you call it, the top of this ramp, his defenses looking really solid. But Crusher is going to be warping in more units. Looks like he is going to give it another go here. He has got 100 energy right now. There he goes. There we go. Chrono boost all of those warp gates. That's what we like to see. Get out as many units as you can as quickly as possible. You've got to, I mean, if you're going to commit to this attack, do it as quickly as possible, because Yeti is not going to stop producing this very, very nice unit composition here. Oh, and the siege doing a lot of damage. Crusher about to be in a lot of trouble here. Wow, cleaned up extremely quickly. They did get the snipe on 1 tank, but that is about it. Look at this. Crusher going to be salvaging that bunker, cruising out here, taking down this pylon and the probe, potentially. Nice looking unit producing structures here. Do have this starport still pumping out the Banshees. I really like this play. The nice thing here is that these Banshees are going to give his siege tanks a view of high ground. So if he wants to come over here and camp in this position right here as he moves up this ramp, then that will be great. He can have his Banshees here, have his Marines over here, and his siege tanks over here, and really, really brutalize this position here. So this is a nice play. We do have some Marines cruising around looking for any more. Okay, we'll tell him. How about that? Yep, these guys looking around here, trying to see if there's any more proxy pylons so that he does not get flanked. It looks like he is gearing up to cruise out across the map with this force. It's looking pretty solid. Banshees, tanks, and Marines. There he goes. That's a lot of tanks. And it's going to come down to some force fielding here and really, really good control. Crusher is going to want to focus down the Banshees if at all possible. Either that or back up here to these photon cannons. Let's take a look. Do we have a... Oh, we never got Cloak. So he's going to have to focus down the Banshees, I'm guessing. We'll see what he's going to have to do here. This is going to be a tough, tough assault here to hold off. Siege tanks in position already, looking pretty solid here. These Banshees going to be scouting that high ground, just like we said. Really, really nice play here from Yeti. Nice force field there. He did stop that advance of the Marines. That was well done. However, these siege tanks did get up on the high ground and now, move forward here, and does have vision of the high ground, so he's going to be blasting away here. Probably going to be leapfrogging these tanks here in the back forward in just a moment. But Crusher trying desperately to build up some forces here. He's got to get something together so that he can try and break this siege. He does have a Dark Shrine. I do like this tech switch. I think this is probably a decent play, especially when you're feeling a little bit behind like you are right now. Try and get some DTs in the mix. However, it does not look like it's going to happen quick enough. There's some DTs warping in. I don't think that Yeti has seen those DTs. Realize that there are DTs. There he goes. He does see them. There's the scan. Oh, blasting those guys away, and this is about to be game, ladies and gentlemen. Crusher putting on a pretty decent show against the Grandmaster. Who can go 15 minutes against or 14 minutes against a Grandmaster? Not very many people, unless you're a Grandmaster or a Master level player. But I mean, very, very well done. I did like his first attack. It looks as though Yeti is going to be cleaning this up here pretty stinking good, though. And that is game number 1 of tonight's tournament. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. We are about to see a GG from Crusher. And the Yeti. Oh, wait, it's best of 3. I think. Go check real quick. It's best of 3. And that is game. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming out. Don't alt tab. Always alt StarCraft. We will see you guys in just a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got game number 2 here between... Whoops. How about Crusher and Yeti? There we go. Now, Yeti did take down game number 1, so obviously the pressure is on. Now, Crusher going for the kind of the small win here. In a lot of ways, he's probably not thinking that he's going to take this... take this match off of Yeti. Yeti is a Grandmaster. Crusher is a Silver League player. I do have a lot of respect for this guy playing this matchup and playing this tournament, knowing that he's not necessarily going to make it into into the finals or anything like that, but going to have some fun with it anyway. That is definitely what I like to see. And he did hold off Yeti in that last game for 14 and a half, almost 15 minutes. Beautifully done. So really, really nice play there from Crusher. I mean, just in the end, it came down to that Yeti had a wonderful unit composition. And his line up there at his high ground at his base was too much to break. But Crusher definitely gave it a nice, solid try. Going to be getting a little bit tricky here in game 2. Going to try to rush his opponent just a little bit. So liking this actually quite a bit. We'll watch his vision here for just a second. We'll see if he scouts this. Looks like he's going to be sending his scout out. Is he going to scout it? Yes, he does! Scouts it right away. Knows exactly what's going on now. Oh, it was Barbin. Cool. Thanks, Denial. Gotta love that guy. And here comes the Zealot. Now the wall off here for Yeti is looking pretty complete, pretty solid. The Zealot's gonna have a lot of trouble. Oh my goodness, this not going well for Crusher. Scouted just a little bit too early. He really needed to get... Sorry, buddy. I'm going to have to put myself on busy. I really want to talk to these people and listen, make sure these problems are taken care of, but this is about to be too much. And Crusher going to be backing out here. Oh, that's brutal, brutal, brutal. Going to try and transition here, it looks like. Let's take a look at the units tab and see what we've got. We can see that Yeti is now in a commanding economic lead. 17 SCVs to 12 probes. Going to be getting his orbital command as well. Did get a little bit late because he had to mount this defense, so Crusher may have thrown him off just a little bit. However, he did not throw him off enough. Does not look like Crusher is going to be in a world of trouble here in just a moment. Reactor going down. Tech Lab here. It looks like a Marine Marauder push here from Yeti in just a moment. Now Yeti, the one nice thing that Crusher has done here is he is forcing Yeti to play blind. So Yeti is making a very, very safe move. Going to be just getting Marine Marauder. There he is cruising down, so finally going to get some information. Is going to see that this stuff has been abandoned. Taking this out is going to be a severe loss, especially the pylons here. That is what's going to be no fun here for Crusher. And going to be sending out another Marine here as a scout, it looks like. Going to start picking up his map control. Yeti going to be in phenomenal shape here in just a moment. More Marauders on the way. There's already one on the field. And a whole bunch of Marines. That is pretty handy. Looking pretty solid here. Let's take a look. Now, Crusher did get supply blocked when he lost these pylons. That is absolutely no fun. Trying desperately to get this stuff back in line. He's got his forge down here. Going to be probably put down a couple cannons here, I'm guessing, for defense to try and hold off some early, well, not early, we are 7 minutes into the game nearly, but some aggression here with Marine Marauder, which he probably can expect at this moment. Both of these going to go down as well. Not much he can do to defend these here, so Crusher definitely has got a lot of ground to make up in this matchup. I do like that he's trying to mount a defense here at the top of his ramp. He's definitely going to need to do something, and it looks like the push about to go. We can see Yeti cruising out here with a decent number of Marines, trying to keep his Marauders hidden, which I like. Don't reveal that tech just yet. So the gateway going down, and we probably will expect to see Yeti cruise out across the field here and try and mount an attack at this wall off here of Crusher. Crusher did put down a full wall off with 4 photon cannons, so this is actually not a bad defense. But the trouble is that behind this, Yeti is going to be able to expand his will. He is going to be getting a factory right now with a reactor. So probably going to build a starport and start getting out some medevacs. That's going to help him break this wall. He can kind of skirt around all of these photon cannons that are guarding the ramp. He can just start dropping in the back of the base here, which is just going to nullify these photon cannons. And that can be brutal, brutal, brutal. However, it does not look like, oh, he's scanning. And is he going to try this? I don't know. I don't think so. We'll see. Well, he's just going to kick it here for a little bit. Definitely going to deny any expanding possibilities here for just a moment. You can see him sending this Marine around just to make sure there's no hidden expansions. I really, really... okay, I can't help you right now, buddy. But I do like that he's checking everything out. I really like the scouting from Yeti. He's very, very calm, cool, and collected about this. Flying his factory over here just to see what kind of tech we're dealing with. He is going to see this Twilight Council. Twilight Council, probably a good switch here. Probably going to go for DTs. Oh, yep, there it is right there. There's the Dark Trine. So indeed, DTs are on the way. However, it is being scouted here immediately by this factory. Going to be tossing down a photon cannon here for good measure. Oops, we missed the engagement there. He tried to bust up that ramp there for just a moment. Did not work. Way too many photon cannons there. Going to need something a little bit beefier. But he will have that here in just a moment. Got medevacs here. Dark Shrine is about to complete. Yeti going to be cruising back to his base. That one I can answer. Thanks, Goody. Have a good night. And here comes a drop from Yeti. Stim Marines coming in here. Going to be skirting around this photon cannon, it looks like. Going to be doing a lot of economic damage. Crusher going to be in a lot of trouble here. Needed to have some good reaction time on getting these probes out of harm's way. However, it is not going to happen. Oh, is he going to snipe this Nexus? It looks as though he is. There is just not the defenses here that he needs to make this happen. Oh, yuck. And that is going to be game, it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Crusher did a pretty decent job there. That first attack, I mean, it was a decent idea. It just came down to Yeti. Knows how to deal with stuff like that. And was, scouted it with plenty of time and was just able to make it happen. And just tough to come back from that initial push. The proxy gateways, nice idea there, but Crusher going to be losing this game, and that is going to put him out of the tournament. But thank you, Crusher, for playing this tournament. I'm sure excited. I just do want to mention here real quick, while we do have a couple moments, that we have got people from Germany, we have got people from Korea, we have got people from Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Portugal. We have got people from all over the world playing in this tournament right now, and it is just going to be tons and tons of fun. So hopefully we will get to see another game here in just a moment. Hopefully it won't take too long. But thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab. Always alt StarCraft. We will see you guys in just a bit.